Hi all, welcome to my very first video for YouTube on how to create tokens for your D&D adventures on Roll20. I'm going to use a couple of websites and a few little tricks here and there. I've got the area set up in just some areas which just allow us to quickly see where I transfer files from and to set them up so that it actually makes it a bit easier when you get them into Roll20. Let's just for convenience sake say that we want to create a token for a Lich character. So the first thing I'm going to do is find a suitable picture of a Lich, and there's a few that come up here. I really like this one. So I'm going to save this one into a folder that I have already set up for my tokens. So as I go to save image, it will come up, and as you can see I've got a token folder set up and some token files, and I'm all ready for the Lich character. So as I go into there, the tokens are going to be in this level. I'm going to keep the images separated. I just like to have the tokens and the images separated. So I'm just going to save the Lich character in there. This is the folder that I've just saved that one in, and so you'll see the file is in there. So now I go over to a fantastic website called Roll20.com or Token Stamp 2. This is a nice simple interface. And you can set the shape that you want the token. I like to use the round ones, and you can see that it already sets up on there. You do have control of your background color. I generally tend to set white. Just seems to blend with most of the pictures that you sort of get, but if your image has got another color, you can go through and use this to get a fairly close approximation, and the border tint you're also able to control if you so wish. That can be really handy for putting a particular colour around leader models and chieftains and those sorts of things. So you can use the same token with a different ring around it to help differentiate that for your players. So it's a simple matter of grabbing that file, dropping it in, and you get a preview up here. Now I'm cutting his head off at the moment, so I'm just going to jiggle that around a little bit, bring that down to there. I'm going to resize him a little bit there, a little bit too far, and it's just a matter of playing around and trying to get that effect that you want. Now in this case the white background is definitely not working, so I'm going to go back to my background color. I'm just going to try to get something that's going to be somewhere in the vicinity, just something that's probably close enough for today's purposes. Certainly by fiddling around with the colour systems there, you can come up with one that will get fairly close. Once you're happy with it, you now hit download. Now it's going to appear in my download folder, which I also always have just open, and you'll see that it downloads there and then appears here. And the first thing I do is it will download and rename it token number 1. Or token number 100 as the case may be if you've been doing a lot. The first thing I do here is to quickly rename that. So I'm just going to call that Lich 1. Why I like to rename it there is when you upload them into Roll20, it takes the name of the file, and it's much easier to rename your tokens within that folder rather than in 120. So if I now drop over to Roll20 and go to my art library, I can go to my library and upload, and now it's a simple matter of grabbing and dragging, and that will momentarily appear. And as you can see there, I have been doing a number of tokens, and there is our token ready to come out onto the board. By having those folders open, ready to go, you can find your picture, download, drag it onto there, set it up, download it, rename it, upload it straight into Roll20. And with that system you can do a number of tokens in an hour. Probably the longest part of the process is actually finding the pictures. Hopefully that's been something of use for people. This will be the first of a number of help videos that I want to do just in showing how I've started to use Roll20, which I think is a fantastic site. So adios from me, and hopefully see you online soon.